problem? The conflict of interest between the owners and the managers, shareholders and managers. You and I own IBM. Okay, we hire managers through the board. Okay, so managers are our agents. They should try to maximize the IBM stock price, but they don't. Sometimes, at least, they don't. So this conflict of interest. Hey, I am the owner. I want you to work for me. Maximize the stock price. But you go after maximizing your salary, maximizing your perks, okay? Doing things, we don't help shareholders buy a jet to fly me to New York to watch the Knicks, basketball games, So, right? So there are two types of expenses. We call them agency costs, direct and indirect. Do you have examples of direct agency costs up there? Yes, like fat salaries, managers when they enjoy fat salaries. Large perks. Perks is the same as perquisites, remember? Give me an example of a perk.
Car.
A company provided car, free housing, it's a perk. Vacation, a free 4-week vacation, free education for kids. Okay, good. Interest-free loan, that's a perk. Interest-free loan, it's very common. Okay. What are indirect agency costs? For example, yes? Indirect, like JCPenney's case, okay? It might be in the best interest of shareholders if JCPenney were to be liquidated. Hey, it's not working, Amazon is eating our lunch. What we're gonna do is shut down the stores, shut all these stores. We'll sell the inventory, we'll sell whatever assets we have, we'll pay off the loans, and we'll distribute the rest to the shareholders. Maybe shareholders will get $2 or $3 per share that they have. What's the price right now for one JCPenney share? About $1. You see what I'm saying here? So it might help shareholders if JCPenney were to be wound up. Okay? Dispose of the assets and distribute, proceeds. And shareholders might get more. But managers, would they be interested in closing the stores? No, because they will lose their jobs. Why would they do it? I mean, if you are JCPenney CEO, you are making millions of dollars, so it's in your benefit to continue operating JCPenney for as long as you can, okay? Because until that time, 3, 4, 5 years, you get to make $5, $7, $10 million a year as your compensation. So this conflict of interest, we want something different, managers want something different. Okay, so you know the solutions. Anyone has any questions on this slide? All right, moving on. This slide tells you how our firm interacts with investors. Can anyone define what a primary market is? A market in which new securities are sold, like Lyft and Uber, both are private companies right now. They are going public. They are going to go public this year, so their stock will be available. Okay, so they will go public in the primary market. It's an intangible market. Okay, you have your investment bank, remember, and the network of dealers and brokers. They help Uber and Lyft to sell their stock, to small investors, big investors. So a primary market is one in which new securities, so you will receive new securities, okay, for the first time, okay. What's a secondary market? A market in which previously issued securities, like Facebook. You can buy and sell Facebook now, but these are previously issued securities, and they are traded, in the secondary market. We have two main national exchanges that comprise this market. One is New York Stock Exchange, remember? Tangible Exchange in New York. So buyers and sellers or their brokers get together, buy and sell on behalf of their brokers. and the other is intangible, NASDAQ, National Association of Securities Dealers Automated Quotation. Okay, so secondary market. OTC is over the counter, where unlisted securities are sold. Unlisted means those that are not listed on any exchanges. Remember, you have to apply. If you are Uber has applied to NASDAQ. Hey, please allow our securities to be traded. So they have to apply. Their application has to be approved. They have to pay annual fees, to NASDAQ, because NASDAQ has expenses, in allowing securities to be traded on its market. So those are listed. There are unlisted securities. These are very small firms, risky firms, and they cannot meet the listing criteria, so they are unable to be listed. So where are their securities traded? Over the counter market. Okay. Any questions on this slide? Anything that I didn't explain or didn't explain well? Okay, yes.
Does the primary market, is that the auction method or is that the secondary?
Oh, no, primary is neither auction nor dealer. You can say, it's an intangible market where when a firm, when a private firm is going public, this is the market in which the securities, Uber securities and Lyft securities will come to you. Okay, so it's not an auction market. Dealers are a part of this network, so intangible market, primary market. Okay, so once initial shares are sold, then of course they will be listed on one of these exchanges, and then you'll have to call your broker to buy and sell. So this is for initial sale of securities. All right, that was number one. So I see a bunch of multiple choice questions, different. So hopefully I've helped you there. Okay,